Hello everyone. So today we want to talk about this question intersection of two linked list. Okay. So basically this is the question from 4th March. Okay. So let us read the description. So it says write a program to find the node at which the intersection of two single linked list begins. For example, we given this linked list A, that is A1, A2, and then we are given this B1, B2, B3. Actually this is a continuation A1, A2, and then C1, C2, C3. But C1, C2, C3 is also a part of this linked list B. Okay. So basically we need to find this intersection which is C1. Okay. So this is the intersection point. So begin to intersect its node C1. Okay. So we need to find this node basically, the intersection. Okay. Now talking about the next. So here is an example. So here is an example. In this what we can see is the linked list is 4 1 and then we have this one 5 6 1 and they both intersect at the node with the value 8. So that's why we are just returning the reference of this point. Okay, so we are just returning from this so that the main can get the location or basically the node from which the intersection starts. So basically we are returning the node from for this point, the intersection point, that is 8. Okay. Now for this example you can see we have 1 9 1 2 and 4 and 3. You can see 2 and 4, this both there is intersection at the point with the value 2. Okay, so that's why we are returning 2 here. And you can see there is no intersection for this example, that's why we are returning null. Okay, so there is no basically intersection. These two are different linked list, so that's why the intersection is, the output is null. Okay. Now let us read the notes. So if two linked lists have no intersection, return null. The linked list must retain their original structure after the function returns. You may assume there is no cycle anywhere in the entire linked list. Each value on each linked list, okay, is in the range of 1 to 10 to the power 9. Your code should probably run in order of n time. Okay, order of n basically, and use only order of 1 memory. Okay, so let us try to understand the approach we can use for solving this question. So suppose this is the structure of any given input. So this is the first linked list A1, A2, A3, A4, then C1, C2, C3, C4, and another is B1, B2, C1, C2, C3, C4, and we have intersection point at C1 here. Okay, so how we can find this intersection? So first approach can be, so when we think the first can be either this can be larger linked list, okay, or this can be larger linked list. In this case this is smaller and this is larger. Okay, there might be a case in which this linked list is smaller and this linked list is larger, like this. Okay, or another case can be both linked lists are of same length. Okay, intersection point. And another case can be in which there is no intersection. Okay, which we have seen this one. Okay, so these are some of the possible cases which can happen here. Okay, and so how we can solve this question is, so our approach can be, first try to bring this together. Okay, I mean to say, while iterating, let us check one element above. For example, let us take this example. Okay, so if we start our iteration from here, take one pointer from here, take one pointer from here. Okay, now move ahead. We are moving from point 8 from one point here. Now the point, suppose this is again 1, this is again 1. Now there will be point in which both of the pointer will be pointing to the same value, or when the value becomes equal you can return that from here. Okay, so our task is to start the iteration at the same point. Okay, so like this, in this example we have seen. So suppose the iteration starts from, for this position our iteration is starting from here. Okay, and for this position it is from here. So our task is to move this pointer ahead let us move this point to here. So how we can do that? So we need to basically jump or basically move ahead. How many positions? So suppose this is 3, this is 2. We need to find 3 minus 2. How many positions back is this one? This is back by 1. So just move this one position ahead. So just move one position ahead. Okay. So we need to find a difference here in this case. Now for this case you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 here. Okay. Basically we need to find the full length. Okay. And then we can find the full length for this as well. Okay. So suppose what is the length for this? A1, A2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for this is 8. Okay. And for this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So 8 minus 6. We can take absolute difference. Okay. And move this A1, A2 by 2 positions. So 1 position and 2 position. Now you can see the pointer, one pointer will be pointing to this position A3, another pointer can be pointing to the B1. Now both of the iteration can happen together, so they will be basically equal in above and so suppose A1 is here, so B1 will be here, A4 is here, then the pointer when pointing to A4, the pointer will be pointing to B1, B2, and then when pointer is pointing to C1, the above pointer, then the below pointer will be pointing to the same point C1. So in this case we can just return the pointer, and at the end if they are not getting any equal to symbol in that case equal value, in that case we can understand. So this can be the case. So suppose the another value is 7. Okay, one pointer starts from here, one pointer starts from here, and they are not getting any equal point. So at the end when they are not getting any equal point and all the points are iterated, so in that case we can just return null in that case. Okay, so that is all about hint. Now you can try to pause the video and try to write the code by yourself. So you just need to find the absolute difference between the linked list, okay, both the linked list, and then move ahead the longer linked list by that position which is the absolute difference position. That many times we need to move ahead and then start both iteration together and check for the value of when we are getting this position C1. If for the both pointer, if you are getting the same value, suppose this is A, suppose this is B, if you are getting both value for A and B equal, then just return that value. Okay, return that pointer. Basically you can return A or you can return B, that will be the same. And then if you are not getting any value, then just return null. Okay, so let us you can try to code by yourself now. Okay, you can pause the video. So here is the code solution. In this what we are doing is we are first finding the length of A and length of B. Suppose this is the case. Okay, so first our task is to, this is A, this is B. First our task is to find the length of A. So that is we are using the for loop. We'll start our iteration for head of A. So this is head of A. Okay, and A is pointing here, and then this is head of B, and B is pointing here. Now you can see we are finding for the length for this we are finding length A, and for this we are finding length B. So for this we are using for loop, and again we are using same for loop. Now what is our task is, first our we are making again a pointer A which is pointing to the head, and then B pointing to the head of the B. Okay, now you can see we are finding the difference. So absolute difference of length of A minus length of B. So we are calling as diff, and it is found using absolute of length of A minus length of B. Okay, now you can see if the length for the A is greater, then we need to move that many positions. Basically the positions that is equal to the difference. Okay, so what I mean to say is, so suppose the difference in this case is 2, so we need to move this A pointer 2 times ahead. Okay, so if it is greater, so we are moving the A point. If B is greater, so suppose this is the case in which B is greater value, the length of the B is greater, and we need to move that many positions to match up with this. Okay, so that's why we are moving B position if length of B is greater. Okay, once we are having both of the position equal, means both will be pointing, both will be basically traversing at the same pace or the same scale, then we can see we are using this while loop. Okay, and we are starting from here, and A will be starting from here and B will be starting from here. Okay, let me just clear this so that we can get a better understanding. So suppose this is the case. So A will be starting from here and B will be starting from here. Okay. Now both will be iterated at the same pace. At the same pace. When you are getting this position equal, then we are returning here. Okay. So if it is when the A and A B becomes equal, basically the value becomes equal, then we can say we are just returning the A, and else we are just moving ahead one position from here, one position from here. Okay, like this. Like this will not happen once we are getting this common. If this is the case in which both of them are not moving, then you can see will be moving ahead. Okay, so if you're not getting any values, we are just returning the null. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you got the basic idea of the code. We'll meet in the next video with another problem on the 5th March. Okay, so you can just, if you like the video, just go and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the latest update from my channel. Okay.